welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into who will be breaking their silence, coming towards you to take action, and how are they going to try to win your heart? What love offer are they going to be coming up with for you? We'll get into that as well, their intentions, all that good stuff. So that is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles burned on my altar, all that stuff is there. And other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time to decide. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Strawberry Quartz Octi, and we'll be using the Witchy Magic Tarot. For group two, we have the Aquamarine Octi, and we'll be using the Luna Lapin Tarot. For group three, we have the Sodalite Octi, and we'll be using the Japanese Anime Tarot. And for group four, we have the Citrine Octi. And we'll be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Light shining on it. There you go. For group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide. And we're just going to get... All right, if you chose group one with the Strawberry Quartz and the Witchy Magic Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will break their silence towards you, who will be taking action towards you. And then we'll also get how they're going to try to win your heart. What is the love offer of this person? We'll get that as well. Spirit for group one. Group one with the Strawberry Quartz. Please show us who will be breaking their silence and coming towards group one. What do they have to say? Who is this? What is the situation? Okay, so right away, I'm getting that this is someone who has big dreams. They have big dreams about the two of you. They have big dreams when they think of themselves. And this person is kind of lost in the sauce, trying to figure out how they can manifest the life that they want. It's like this person, okay, let's just break it down. So first card out here, we have, you're someone I'd like to build my life with. I can see myself with you forever. So right away, I'm tapping in, feeling like this person wants something more serious with you. They see you as like wife or husband material. They see you as long-term material. They see you as someone that they would want to build a life with, someone that they can trust to be responsible as well. And that's where Spirit is really highlighting most of the energy for me, like the word responsible specifically. So this could be someone who's kind of settling into more of a serious energy, settling into kind of like a settle down energy, considering, okay, I kind of want to build a life now. I want to look for someone who I can build a life with. I'm generally looking for something more serious, but they got a lot of work to do to embody that, It's like they want a wife or a husband, but they don't exactly have the qualities built yet to be a, wife or husband themselves so that they can be in alignment with that energy. They're looking at you. They're feeling really excited and motivated to do so, but they got some other things they need to work through. Here's one of them. We have, yes, my ex is my best friend. There's nothing wrong with talking on the phone and meeting up for lunch or drinks with my good old pal. So right away, just on some BS, just on some straight up BS. This person has like a strong feminine or masculine energy in their life, whatever they're into. They have someone who would be someone that they've dated before that emotionally supports them. So if this is a masculine with a feminine ex, it's like that feminine ex is there for them. They can call that person on the phone. They can talk about what they're doing. They'll even make game plans when they consider dating new people. They may even run by, run the new person by this person. Like this could be one of the first people you would have to meet, or this could be the first person that they would tell. about there being a new romantic interest in their life kind of thing. That likely makes you uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know who that wouldn't make uncomfortable. So I'm already kind of I'm already seeing some holes in the plan here. This person needs to tighten up. We have, it's not that I'm trying to control things. I just need things to go a certain way to feel comfortable and safe. So to be fair, this person that is connected with their ex, or honestly, for everyone, I don't feel like it is an ex. I feel like this could be a friend that maybe has feelings towards them. And so that person is always available because it's like they're looking for their chance, their opportunity. So they'll even talk on the phone with this person about someone else that they're interested in. The whole time that person is trying to, wait for their magical moment. They would love an opportunity with this person, and they're giving them advice about other people. It's just it's a mess. I feel like you got the player addicted to you. I feel like you got the player's attention. Honestly, I'm not getting complete player vibes though. The situation is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Like, what, you're friends with your ex and y'all talk a lot, or you're friends with someone who I'm not completely comfortable with? Like, I don't know. But the energy that I'm actually getting more from them is that they use this person for support or help. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, imagine you ate like fast food, instant food, microwavable food your whole life, and you're ready to go healthy, and you have a crush on someone, and they're like a gym rat. They take care of themselves. They got a meal plan popping, and you want to get in a relationship with them. This person is like leaning on their friends. So in this scenario, like if you have a healthy friend, you would link up with that friend more so that they can kind of help you get to the person's level that you really want to be with. That's kind of what they're doing. It's like they're using this other person to emotionally support them and kind of help build them into the person that they feel like they need to be for you. So I wonder if they would ever even have to do that. I wonder if you would be open to emotionally supporting this person. I wonder how you feel about all of this. Ultimately, the energy I'm getting right away for you, group one, this person that's about to break their silence and come towards you. For some of you, this is someone that you haven't dated yet. This is someone that was giving like a player vibe or all over the place vibe, living a life that you wouldn't really agree with, and maybe you kind of kept them at arm's length up until now. Or this could be someone that you tried to talk to, and vice versa, like someone that tried to talk to you, but it's just like, okay, they had too much going on, so you had to bow out, or maybe things drifted apart. Ultimately, that's what I'm getting so far. This last one, it says, you make me weak. I just can't seem to pull myself together when I'm around you. The words just disappear, my heart races, and I turn into mush. So this person may unfortunately like kind of embarrass themselves when they're in your presence. This person might do something that would be cringe, or do something that would be counterintuitive. Like this person could also try to flirt through roasting, which when you already feel unsure about a person, that's not the right approach. The roasting thing, that's for like people who or people who instantly you had that vibe with right away, and both of you do it to each other. But this person, they may try to pick at you really just to start a conversation, but because they started it in that way and you don't fully trust or understand them yet, like you could be turned off to it. So I'm picking up that the person who's going to be breaking their silence is someone who's been working to get to your level. And this could have been a secret admirer energy up until now. Or this could be, for some of you, someone that you have tried with, but didn't have like a successful, talking stage with. Things didn't go further with because of what they got going on. Like I said, for everyone, it's not that they're talking to an ex, but it may just be that they're talking too much to whoever their safety system is. So friends, parents, family, people in the same community as them. And it was like too much, too many hands in the pot, too many people talking about your connection, not enough talking directly to each other. So things just got muddy. And at some point, I do feel like there was like, not a full-on separation, but like a, period of just not talking to each other. Ooh. Okay. Well, listen. This person, you can likely feel them in your energy. We have intuition and home. Right away when home came out, I was hearing there's no place like home. So it does look like that's how they're thinking about you. That's how they're feeling about you. Like there's no place like home. I want to come back home. I want to talk to group one again. I want to be close to group one again. I don't like this separation. I don't like this energy. Intuition, it says gut feeling, psychic premonition, and sixth sense. So you can likely feel this person in your energy. Also, for those of you who are very like higher level spiritually, basically meaning just your spiritual gifts are more prevalent than others, you may be having some spiritual experiences that, you know, connect or relate to this person in some way. You may be having dreams and visions about them, smelling their perfume or cologne, and it's like, oh, they're in my energy again. I know because all of a sudden I'm smelling their cologne, and I don't know anyone else that wears that. We got home. It says comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. So right away for this person, group one, I will say they are someone who is used to getting babied. You know, maybe their mother babied them, maybe their family babied them, maybe they get babied in their community. I do know, like, even masculines, a lot of masculines get babied in certain communities. Certain heritages, they just treat, you know, the boys specifically with, you know, kid gloves, and they kind of treat them like they can't do anything. So then they grow up and then they, you know, go head to head with like emotional turmoil, and they don't know how to navigate through it. That's kind of how this feels, like someone who's been babied, maybe by their parents, maybe by their community, or because of what they look like, you know, pretty privilege or whatever the male equivalent would be. It comes with perks, and one of those perks is you don't always have to stand up for yourself. You don't always have to do this and that, because you'll have people who will do this and that for you because, you know, they want to get in your good graces. So they'll do things for you, like handle conflict for you. I've actually even had that happen myself where one of my friends way back in the day got it crunk, got it popping at a party, because this guy that I had a crush on was talking to another girl, and she was like, oh, don't you even worry about it, sis, I got it. And like literally it was a whole brawl. So I mean, I've experienced it myself. Sometimes it's just your friends, not even about what you look like. But I was saying that specifically because of this person. I can't put my finger on it, and it is a pick a card, so it'll apply to so many different situations. But you'll have to let me know, what is it? Like, is it the look? Is it their community? What is it that put this person in this position where they just haven't had to do very much? Have they just been sheltered? That could also be it. Like, a lot of people aren't even super sheltered, but kind of really struggle in the real world because they are super studious, and then they go to college and they spend 8 more years being super studious, so they just don't get the, you know, street smarts or life experience. Maybe it's something like that. But this person definitely needs extra TLC. They need extra care, attention, warmth. This is someone who's used to being able to just honestly come at, you know, conversations in whatever weird way they can manage. And people usually just kind of deal with it and maybe even like say their meaning for them. Like, you know, this person, because of that, they just fumbled, and they're leaning on other people at this time, and eventually they're going to try to lean on to you, to be honest. Some of you are like, we got single and new love, appreciating your singlehood, and, you know, kind of facing the future like, you know what, I'm honestly ready and prepared for new love. If that's available, that's what I'm going to open myself up to. So this person that's going to break their silence, for some of you, maybe it'll be more about like closure, or seeing, okay, have they evolved and developed to a level that I can respect and I can build a life with? Because that's what they're coming in with. That's kind of what they're trying to offer you. So it's like, it's up to you, group one. It's up to you what you want to do. Single, it says alone, isolated, lonely, and guarded. That's not necessarily true though. Singlehood can be like the most fun you ever have in your life, the most peace you ever have in your life. I hate how this card kind of words it as if it's like a curse. New love, it says honeymoon phase, childlike, moving on, and new beginning. So yeah, some of you are looking towards the future. We got breakup and signs and synchronicities. My goodness. So with signs and synchronicities, it seems like Spirit's like, well, hold on here. Spirit's not going to make you aware of something that's just a complete flop. Spirit's going to make you aware of something that has the ability to benefit you. So we shall keep it neutral and see at least, like, you know, what Spirit's seeing or what else, you know, can be achieved from this situation. Yeah, let's keep going. Also, if there was an actual third party situation, this person has broken up with that other person and they are coming towards you. now that they're broken up. So maybe that's why you're uncomfortable. If they were in a relationship when you first met and then they broke up, but they're still cool with that ex, that could totally, you know, cause you to question, okay, are they just on a break or are they actually done with each other? Because it seems like they're pretty close. So we'll pull into that too. Spirit, ultimately, how are they going to try to win group one's heart? What is their love offer? What are their intentions? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, which is generally a good sign. That's like an energy of them trying to be open and present to you the best that they got. They also want to show you how they've grown and evolved. We got the Three of Pentacles. We got the Three of Wands. A lot of repeating threes. You may be seeing 303, 313. Different combinations of three as an angel number speaking to you at this time. But we got the really good threes. We got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is all about moving forward, starting something new, the next leg of your journey. Three of Pentacles is about working with the higher power. So I feel like for a lot of you, to be honest, there is high compatibility between you and this person. And I feel like that's why Spirit is trying to say, well, hold on. Take a moment, take a beat to see if you like the energy that they're giving now. Like, do you enjoy this person at this stage of evolution? Can you handle this? You know, with the World card we got and Judgment card here as well, Spirit is giving the two of you a big opportunity where the stars are kind of aligned and things are positive to pursue this connection. Judgment is a call to action, so Spirit will be leading you two to each other. So whatever awkwardness there has been in the past that has kept you from wanting to reach out or kept them from wanting to reach out, Spirit's handling that. And with the World card, I feel like you guys could be happily ever after, and that's where their mind is at this time. Their mind is super serious. One of the first cards that came out was them talking about they wanted to build a life with you. So that's kind of, you know, how they're coming in. So this person, they're a bit chaotic all over the place. I will say, I do feel like they will cut off this ex at a drop of a hat if you become their new support system. So if you have that conversation about your boundaries, as long as you're ready to go all in and be that support system, because they're very much so still learning to emotionally support themselves and to trust themselves and, you know, to be a leader at times, you know, this and that. Getting that emotional intelligence strengthened and, you know, using their own capabilities. They're still in the process of doing that. I don't feel like this person is completely like at king or queen level, you know, someone who's really good at communication and working through things. So as long as you're ready to go right in, I don't feel like that'll be a problem at all. I'm not getting anything about the ex itself. You know what? Let me pull on that. I said I was going to. I'll pull that now with the breakup card and see if it is finite. We got the Nine of Pentacles reversed, Four of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Cups reversed. So they're coming in pretty unselfishly. They're not thinking about themselves and they're not trying to have their way. So I like that. I like their, you know, kind of unselfish approach. Like, okay, let's build something together. And I feel like they realize that. They know their own strengths and weaknesses, and they know that they got to get some experience taking the lead to fully take the lead naturally and also lead over someone who is strong themselves. That itself can be a challenge and might be more of a disaster if they try to come in with that energy. So we got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I do see the feminine polarity carrying the weight in the beginning of the connection, and then things getting stronger over time. With World card and Judgment, that is a sign, especially with a chaotic energy like this, that's like Spirit kind of saying there is so much benefit and blessings that can come from this connection that you're not aware of. So I do feel like it would be worth it. I don't know. I'm seeing like the example of marrying someone where they're still in school for being like trying to get a degree to be a doctor, and then later you kind of benefit the rewards of being with a doctor. That's how I'm seeing it. Spirit, tell us about this breakup energy. Is this finite? Are they done? Why is group one's person still leaning on this person, whoever this third party is? Okay, we got the Lovers reversed. So they're not meant to be. They weren't, you know, maybe if they were divinely guided at any point, it was for the purpose of learning and all the experiences that they've already had. We have the Star card coming out with wish fulfillment, and then we have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is giving like strong graduation energy. This person was a stepping stone to better this person or to help them experience certain things, and vice versa. This person benefited them, and you know, it's like they gave to each other. They were in a relationship. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, they were kind of meant to meet at a certain point, but for really the purpose of learning. And now Spirit is saying, especially with that Star card, that divine timing, wish fulfillment energy, it's time to graduate into something more, something better. Not gonna lie though, I do feel for a lot of you that other person might have a hard time letting go. So just be aware of that. I mean, it's up to you. You know, you never have to say yes to anyone. These are always just people who are in your energy. The love offers you will receive. You don't have to accept it. If it's too much for you, I feel like that's respectable to just gracefully bow out. But I do feel like that person may still be stuck on them, not gonna lie. They may be having a hard time letting this person go. That may be why they're so willing to provide emotional support and be there for your person, because they maybe low-key still want them, not gonna lie. We have rose colored. It says, honeymoon stage, blinded by love, can be short-sighted. This is one of those situations you're really going to have to trust the divine in, because not going to lie, I get both. Like, I get there's going to be a lot of work, and my knee-jerk reaction would be to say, maybe look out for, you know, someone who you can have an easier time with. But then we also get like this world card, judgment card combination where Spirit is saying, well, there's actually a lot of benefit that you would end up receiving from being with this person down the line. So I don't know what that is. Maybe one day they'll, you know, come into some serious cash. Maybe one day it'll just all click and they'll wake up a new person, have an awakening, and all of a sudden they're kind of like the perfect partner. It feels like betting on luck with this situation. At the end of the day, it's up to you. Don't feel pressured to be with anyone, especially someone that you don't feel can give you what you need. But I will say, group one, this one does have a lot of potential. That's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, all that good stuff is there. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Aquamarine and the Luna Lapin Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will break their silence and take action towards you. We'll see what they're going to say, how are they going to try to win your heart, and also what is their love offer? What are their intentions? What are they going to come back into your life or into your life for the first time for? We'll get all of that, Spirit, for group 2 with the Aquamarine. Please show us for group 2. Who will break their silence and take action towards group 2? One of these are still flipped over from last pile. Who will break their silence? Oh, 2 of them. And what will they say to group 2? Who's going to be coming towards group 2 with a conversation? Oh, okay. So right away, I'm seeing that this person definitely thinks highly of you. They feel like you're a go-getter. They feel like you're someone who knows how to develop wealth or has like some sort of perceived value. So the very first card we have, it says, you're someone I would like to build my life with. I could see myself with you forever. So when they think of you, they consider you to be like a long-term option. That second one, it says, being with you might change my life. I would definitely have to step up my game with you. So this person is already kind of feeling like, all right, if I'm going to step to group 2, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it right. They see you as someone high quality. They see you as someone who they greatly respect. For a lot of you, this is giving secret admirer energy or someone who hasn't come towards you specifically romantically yet. This third one, it says, I need to figure out a way to approach you. I'm going to keep an eye on you until I find the best approach. So I'm feeling for a lot of you that this person hasn't made their big move yet, and they're still in the incubation period where they're thinking about what they want to do. They feel like you're a strikeout. Someone who's very quick to strike people out, someone who like you get one chance with, and if you mess up, it's done. Like they feel like you're not the kind of person that gives too many chances. We have, what is there not to love about you? Everything about you is so perfect. So I don't know if you're masking or you really do have that, you know, kind of appeal or give that impression where it's like, you know, you're perfect. And I do get some Virgo energy here. Maybe your your Venus is in Virgo, or maybe you have Virgo in the first house, you know, something that would, oh, I'm hearing Sagittarius as well in any of those placements. But this person, they see you as someone who's very attractive, very alluring. Hearing Libra now. And they're like, okay, you're so perfect. What can I add to your life? I feel like you're expensive, group two. I feel like you're expensive in some way. You may have a nice car, nice house or apartment, nice living situation, or you may have like clean girl, clean guy aesthetic. You may wear like things that appear to give off like a silent wealth energy. You look clean, you smell good, you look expensive. This could also be your demeanor as well. You may come off as someone who is stuck up is the way that I'm hearing it, but that's not the way that I feel it is. I feel like it's like you just come across as someone who has high standards. So it's like people do have to come at you correct. This next one, it says, I'm moving a little slower because I don't want to mess things up. I want to do things the right way. And this deck, it doesn't even talk in that tone. Like this deck doesn't talk in a tone that's more reserved and scared. This is actually one of my more out there decks that I don't use all the time. So to see all the cards that are on the softer side come up is kind of weirding me out. So this person is definitely really intimidated by you. They think highly of you. They feel like they just know you're going to shut them down. Like this person, it's like they're darn near convinced that, you know, you're going to shut them down as soon as they try. We have, I can't let you get away. I might not ever get a chance like this again. I have to plan my next move and go for it. So this person is going crazy. This person is in your energy, running themselves in circles. The main energy that I keep getting is like, this person is just trying and trying and trying or wanting to try, and they either psych themselves out or they either strike out with you. The last card we have here says, wait a minute, I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. Isn't that enough? Oh no. You guys, you have to tell me, like, what is this? Are you in your dark masculine, your dark feminine? Because this person feels like they just do not have a chance. They feel like they're not enough. Their self-confidence is not where it should be, where it could be. You know, this person is just like, it feels like someone who's defeated, not gonna lie. This person is giving very much so defeated already. Oh my goodness. What is up with that? Why do they feel that way? Are you really expensive? It's giving me like, I'm not high maintenance. I just like really expensive things. Like it's giving an energy of someone who's like, I'm sweet, but you have to have money. Like, I just feel like, you guys, what is it? You have to let me know what it is. Like I said, I'm feeling 50-50. Half of you, it's literally, yeah, like you're expensive. And then half of you, I'm feeling it's your demeanor. It's like a no BS personality. So they don't feel like a warmth and comfort of, yes, come towards me. I'll take whatever, you know, I'm here. It's okay. Like you don't give a gentle parenting vibe where you're going to smile like, oh, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? You're giving like, say what you want to say or fuck out of here. Like, and this person is so afraid. Spirit. For group two, who will break their silence and take action? Oh my gosh, we have anxiety. Yeah. Anxiety. This person feels very anxious. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. They are about to finally say something though. I just hope they don't flop because we got the Liquid Courage card that just came out. I'm like, that can make it worse, honestly. Nobody wants to hear your, you know, your drunken BS. So hopefully it's not. We have anxiety and liquid courage. I'm also getting a message that for some of you, you're going to end up going to an event that this person is also at. And they're going to have that liquid courage, so it's going to give them, you know, the hype that they need to take action, you know, just based off the little drink that they had. So for some of you, it won't be so like, and it won't be, you know, embarrassing or something more extreme. Anxiety, it says stress, depression, panic attacks, and restless. So yeah, this person, they're just stuck in this loop of wanting to approach you, but feeling like they can't give you what you want. Some of them feel like they don't make enough money to deal with you. Some of them feel like you're not as patient, so you know you would kind of eat them up. Maybe it's just RBF, you know, maybe it's just how you look. Maybe a lot of people kind of have this impression, but they all say once they get to know you, oh my gosh, you're so nice, I thought you were so mean. Do you get that a lot? Like, I'm really curious if it's just this person super internalizing, or if you are actually rejecting them in some way already. We have the third party card, so I will see with the tarot what this is and check that out. We have music and surrender. So it seems like they're getting a lot of signs and signals about you, and they're about to surrender to how they're feeling. They're about to surrender and see like, okay, what does spirit have for this situation? Because I keep getting signs and signals about group 2, but I feel like there are some things missing that group 2 would want from me that I don't know that I have the ability to provide. So they're feeling nervous. Surrender, it says letting go, releasing, having patience. It does say giving up here as well. I don't feel like that'll be the case, but I do feel like for some of you, this person may try one more time if they've struck out with you before. And if things don't work out, I could see after that them being like, all right, you know what? They just don't like me. I'm just going to move on and be with someone who's easier. Music, it says musician, snake charmer, harmony, and melodic. This could be someone who does music. This could also be, you know, you having an interest in music and that somehow being the link between the two of you. Music could be how spirit communicates to the both of you, or it could be something important to you. This person could speak to you through music as well. Let's look at this third party before we move forward. Spirit, what is this referring to? I didn't get anything about a third party before, so I'm curious of what this is. Spirit, what is this third party? I am hearing now that it's the elephant in the room. We have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is the higher, not the higher power per se, but like your spirit guides. So I do see that your spirit guides are involved in the situation. That would be a good thing though. So perhaps this is like your spirit guides giving you a confirmation like, listen, I know you hate this energy. I know it's irritating to you, but we're going to be helping you out. We're going to be moving the situation along and trying to give you guys a chance to really connect in the way that can feel good for both of you. This person is uncomfortable AF. You're likely uncomfortable as well. So let me set some intention before I take any other cards. Spirit. So what is there? One more card on this third party. Just get one more. Spirit's like, you're taking the stack. Fine. We have the Emperor and the Judgment card reversed. Okay, so actually it's looking like, you know, this is giving me the vibe of the rituals that a lot of masculines would have to go through in tribal days, where it's like they leave them in the middle of the woods and they have to find their way back to the tribe, and they also have to survive. And if they do survive, then that proves that they're worthy of being a member of the tribe, or like a tribe leader, for an example. This is giving me that kind of vibe. We have Judgment reversed. So Spirit's like, we don't fully, it sounds kind of crazy, but we don't fully believe in this person either. Like, that's not exactly the energy, but it's just kind of like, Spirit is not saying that. Spirit is saying more like, it's not a guarantee from me either. I'm not going to force this person or this connection onto you. With the Emperor, with Judgment card reversed, they're going to go through a coming of age ceremony. They're going to come through, you know, they're going to go through the gauntlet and have to prove that they are worthy. So there's definitely some like, I don't know if it's spiritual or what. You are ahead of this person in some way, either in age or maturity or financially, or in like marriage readiness if you're looking for something serious, or in a spiritual sense where it's like you've had an awakening and you've already proved yourself, so this person has to prove themselves. They got to get up out of this wah energy. They got to stop crying and pick themselves up and start taking action. That's how Spirit is looking at it. You may be patient because, they're wrapped up in a cute package. So it's like, it's okay. You can cry on my shoulder, boo. But Spirit is like, this can be a disaster if they don't turn into the person they need to be to sustain this relationship, period. Ace of Pentacles reverse, Hierophant reverse. It's not a guarantee. They're going to have to prove themselves to be worthy. So this third party is Three of Pentacles. It's your spirit guides, and it's also spirit to some capacity, saying, I can only bless this connection if this person proves themselves. So yeah, spirit is kind of commanding that this person has to prove themselves or approach you first, or yeah, at this point they are going to have to do a bit of work to get you. It's not a guarantee. We have the Seven of Swords and Temperance. Seven of Swords can be a card of taking the easy way out, maybe even self-sabotage, but I feel like in this context, that's this person rolling up their sleeves, getting some grit, and doing whatever they need to do to balance those scales, Temperance, to do whatever they need to do to be worthy of you in this connection. So, all right, Spirit, what are their intentions? What do they want to come of this? What are they planning? What are they going to do? Okay, Seven of Cups reversed. I like that right away. That's them being, kind of all focused on you. We get a lot of sevens. We have the Seven of Swords that came up before, and then we just got the Seven of Cups that showed up reversed, and also the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Oh my goodness, this person is in a loop. And you know what? Judgment can also be a call to action. Judgment can be Spirit giving you an opportunity to make something happen. Creating a situation where you can thrive and have your happily ever after through the help and support of the universe. But Judgment came out reversed. So Spirit is not helping this person. They have to make it to the other side, or they're not going to be able to get a chance with you, because Spirit is not giving them some magical chance. It's like you either have to be a match to group 2, or you're unworthy, or let's not even say that, just you're not aligned. This relationship is not a guarantee to you. And honestly, a lot of people are crashing out these days, specifically masculines, not to point fingers, but having a real hard time accepting that, feminines are not their property, and, they don't automatically get them because they want them. I don't know if they're going to make it, not going to lie. We got the Ten of Pentacles reversed, King of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Cups reversed. So it's like Nine of Cups reversed, they're struggling internally. King of Swords reversed, lost in the sauce, in analysis paralysis, frozen, stuck, not taking action. Ten of Pentacles reversed, not able to have their happily ever after because they can't work through this energy. If I had to say what will happen, I would say this person is stuck in a loop. And Spirit's not even bringing in a situation to help them. So I wonder if they've already gotten help or assistance, and then Spirit's just like, okay, you're actually on your own. I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe maybe you've already given this person, more than one chance even. So it's like there's no more left to give. You either are, in alignment and we'll be able to get it shit popping, or you're not. That's just kind of where we're at with it. And it's not even like, so I don't know. I feel like this person, not going to lie, I feel like they're trying to broker with you and convince you to accept them at whatever level they're at. Even with how they were approaching you, we're getting this liquid courage. Like they need something external, something that they don't have, to motivate them and to give them the energy to be able to come towards you. Now, I will say, if you are like a miser when it comes to bringing connections together, nurturing connections, being patient, opening things up, or if you just really love and adore this person, then, that's kind of how relationships are to some capacity. Usually your partner has strengths that you don't have, and you have strength that they don't have. And when you come together, you can become a really powerful force. So if you don't mind carrying most of the weight in this category, like when it comes to initiating, for an example, that's something I'm seeing them really struggle with. If you don't mind being the initiator, then honestly, maybe you could have something really good, because if it's like if all the other areas you're getting what you need, the physical is on point, the emotional is on point, the spiritual is on point, or at least doable, maybe this won't be so bad, So it's kind of up to you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, ugh, I don't know. It's one of those 50-50 ones for me personally, where it's like, go for it, don't go for it. I don't. Got the Sun card reversed at the bottom of the deck. This person has to grow up. They do. They have to grow up, and that's why Spirit's kind of leaving them hanging a bit and putting them through that ritual of having to prove themselves, because if they don't develop these skills, it'll always end up kind of being on your plate and a burden to you. And it's okay if all the other areas, you know, you're feeling very satisfied. But if the physical ain't even on point, the emotional ain't even on point either, the spiritual is a mess, at some point it becomes like, okay, maybe I need to choose somebody else. I don't know. Maybe I need to open myself to some new love, hunty. Because sometimes, you know, when you just have that moment of reflection, it's like, well, hold on. What is the benefit of dealing with this man or this woman? I'm not benefiting. I'm not having a good time. Should I even be here? Sometimes you just got to ask yourself, like, should I be here in this situation with this person? Okay. Okay. We have Toxic and Ice Queen. So maybe this person brings out a bad version of yourself. Toxic, it says bad for your health, gaslighting, and manipulator. I could see that happening. You know, some people when they're childish, it's not even that they're like a super manipulator and they try so hard to manipulate you, but that's just kind of naturally how they are, you know, kind of like a kid where it's like, you tell them, okay, it's bedtime, it's 8:30, you go to bed each time, and they try to argue with you like, well, I didn't even get to, you know, I didn't get to do this, I didn't get to do that. Okay, well, you had time to, you know, your bedtime is the same time every night. And they're like, so you're literally gonna let me go to bed without even, you know, eating all of my food? I'm gonna be hungry in the night. You know, your kids may throw a tantrum, try to guilt you as a parent and say, you're really gonna let me go hungry? It's manipulation. But it's not that that kid is a mastermind. It's just they're trying to get what it is that they want. You know, so I kind of get that a bit here. Ice Queen, it says boundaries established, not showing true emotion and on the defense. So I feel like you're already defensive about this person. We do have I Spy with my little eye. This may be like, you know, that girl, that guy that ends up watching you for years. It says someone is keeping tabs, social media watching. So definitely feels like this person watches you, feels like they, you know, try to comment and, you know, get in your energy, your aura that way. So just be aware of that. We do have love takes time. It says divine timing, take time to heal. Love must be nurtured and growth. And then we have phase shift. It says next stage of the relationship, strengthening the bond and vitality. It's up to you with this one. It would be a lot of work, not gonna lie. For some of you, it'll be worth it. But for some of you, it could feel underwhelming. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, all that is there. That's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Japanese anime tarot and the soda light, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will break their silence and take action towards you. What do they want to say to you? How are they going to win your heart and love? We'll get their love offer as well. All that good stuff, Spirit, for group 3. Group 3 with the soda light. Please show us, what is their person going to say? What do they want to say? Show us who will break their silence towards group 3. Okay, so right away getting a little bit of spiritual activity. First card out, it says, you feel familiar to me. Maybe we've been even met in my dreams. You're like a dream come true. You feel like home. I am loving these vibes and I want more. So this is someone who's very infatuated with you, very attracted to you. And this person even feels that maybe you guys have some sort of past life energy going on, or they've experienced you in the dream space. This person feels very like psychically connected to you, or connected to you in some sort of spiritual way. It seems like they really want to get out of their comfort zone and have some fun with you. Maybe like an energy of things have been so serious. It says, let's dance and spend the night underneath the moonlight. I dream. Another card talking about dreams. This is not a deck based in the dream space at all. It says, I dream about romantic days with you. So this person is definitely in your energy a lot. They do a lot of fantasizing about you, group 3. This person dreams about you quite a bit. You guys could be experiencing this similarly, where it's like you're also having dreams about them and whatnot. But that's definitely something coming up very prevalently with this person. It's like they're always dreaming about you. You're always showing up in the dream space for them. Okay, so this one, it says, you make me weak. I just can't seem to pull myself together when I am around you. The words just disappear. My heart races and I turn into mush. So it seems like this person struggles to communicate with you, or they struggle to just be normal when they're around you. It's like they start tweaking out when they're around you. It's like they start tripping over their words all of a sudden, or, you know, this is the most chill, laid back person, but when they get in front of you, they start doing cringy things. It's like they can't control their mood, their energy, what they're trying to do. They kind of start to go all over the place, and you're like, okay, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, are you good? You know, like this person, it's like they're able to be so chill, and then they get around you and then they just kind of fold. This one says, you're someone I would like to build my life with. I can see myself with you forever. So it seems like this person sees you in a high regard. This person has respect for you. They have attraction towards you. And ultimately, they want some progress with you. It's like they want to talk to you. They want to be with you. They want to see, okay, what can our connection turn into? Can it turn into something more? I'm open to that. I want that. But when they try to secure that, that's when things start going left. That's when they start embarrassing themselves and, you know, having to pick their jaw up from the floor. I will say maybe you guys are heavily connected spiritually, but perhaps there is a misalignment in this life specifically. This card, it says, even though we are from different worlds, I still want to give this a try. I am willing to put in the work necessary to connect with you. So for some of you, maybe there's an age gap. Maybe that's why they find themselves embarrassed when they try to talk to you. Maybe they try to use your slang, your language. Maybe you're super educated and studious and they're more, you know, street smart. So it's like when they talk to you in their language, it's like, I don't even know what you're getting at. You know, they may feel uncomfortable. They may feel less than in some way. I am feeling like some sort of disconnect or separation. You guys could be from different backgrounds, like religiously, or you could be from, you know, different countries, different cultures as well. Okay, so this one, it says, I may not have accomplished all that you have or can afford what you can, but I can give you the love that you need sincerely. This is the first grounded kind of piece of information I feel like we've got that makes sense as to why they would be so nervous. So for some of you, it's that this person doesn't feel accomplished enough to make a move towards you. And especially with you guys being from different worlds or different backgrounds, maybe you're, you know, someone who makes more money, or it really is more accomplished, you know, has a degree that they don't have, or a higher degree than them. And this person feels kind of self-conscious about that. This last one here, it says, I know that I've hurt you in the past, but please forgive me. I know that I was wrong and I promise to do better this time. So for some of you, this person did already have a chance with you, and it does look like they struck out. It does look like they embarrassed themselves. They did too much or too little. It feels like they are a bit embarrassed at this time, but they definitely put you on a pedestal, not gonna lie. They pedestalize you, and that's why they're showing up so uncomfortable, because they've built this version of you in their head like you're royalty. So it's like if you saw Queen of, I won't say that because she ain't here no more, but if you saw, I don't know, Prince Harry, I don't even keep up with these folks like that, but if you saw them at, your local coffee shop, would you go up and have a conversation with them? Or is it like, okay, there's probably, they probably got some sort of security in the cut, like, let me not. Like, most people are going to say, let me not. That's what happens when you pedestalize them and you decide, okay, this person is royalty, so I can't talk to them like I normally would. That's the position that this person has you in. They see you as royalty, so it's so hard for them to connect with you, but a lot of it is in their own head. I can understand someone making more money than you and that intimidating you in a way, but I could see it, I can understand it, but I don't feel like that would stop me, at least, from having a conversation. Like if it's something, if we're in the same place, and I see you got an Hermes bag, I can't afford Hermes, but if I have something to say to you or small talk, then I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna think you're like completely out of my league because you have a multi-thousand-dollar bag there, you know what I mean? And this person, it's like, no, they see you and they feel intimidated. For sure. They feel like you're better than them in some way, or more attractive than them, have more money than them, or they just pedestalize you so much. This person really wants you. Spirit, what can you tell us for group 3? Who will break their silence and take action? Nice. Okay, so we do have the proposal card here. So I feel like they're going to be coming towards you with a proposal, and I feel like they're finally going to get out of their own head and they're just going to try. Until then, it's like the energy is just building and building and building. We got music and surrender. So outside of the dream space, Spirit may be communicating with you or them or the both of you through music about each other. Music, it says musician, snake charmer, harmony, and melodic. So yeah, tapping in right away. Music may be the thing that, really connects you with this person, or they could be a musician in this life. Surrender says letting go, releasing, giving up, and having patience. So this person is willing to wait. And I also see that they're going to surrender eventually. It's like Spirit kind of gets them out of their comfort zone and they're like, all right, I'm going to surrender. I'm going to take action. Now, for some of you, this person may be a reformed player, or they may be used to getting their way. We have the breakup card that has come out as well. If this person is currently dealing with someone, or they were, I do see them breaking up with that person, separating with, from that person to move forward with you. But I'm also seeing that this person is kind of breaking up like more symbolically with the player version of themselves if they have been showing up as a player. For some of you, that's the thing that has been really holding you back. And, that could be a thing that could cause a separation. Like you have the people who it's like, okay, I know that they're going to engage in a toxic love with me. And then you have those people and you meet them and right away, they're not with the BS. They're not going to, they're not going to deal with me ignoring their phone calls and then leave me a voicemail and cussing me out so I can feel like, ooh, this toxic, exciting love. It's like they don't do that. They don't chase. They don't do none of that. So there could be like, something going on here where this person is breaking up with that version of themselves, breaking up with that toxicity and stepping into something more serious. Now we have proposal and travel. So I don't feel like that's the best first step, but I do see that for some of you, this person may be saying, all right, let's go on a little trip. That could be the way that they're trying to break the ice with you, especially with them seeing you as someone who's like expensive or higher than them in some way. That could be how they're trying to lead and win you over by inviting you on a trip, paying for everything, and showing you like, look, I go out, I have fun, you can have fun with me. I'm worthy. I'm on the same level. We like to do the same thing. So for some of you, that may be the way that they're trying to connect with you. Proposal, it says love offer, engagement, agreement, and wish come true. So it'll be something good. Travel, it says distance, boundaries, far apart, and getaway. Some of you may be at a physical distance and this person will be traveling to take you on a date. I'm seeing that. And then we have between the lines and family. Between the lines says hidden meaning, speculation, implicit information, and vague. So I feel like this person has been very subliminal with the way that they've been trying to connect with you. And this is like them finally saying, okay, I'm going to connect with group 3 more directly, so they don't have to read between the lines. So I feel that read between the lines era coming to a close. Family. This person could be wanting to start their own family. One of these cards, we're talking about building a life with you. So seeing themselves as a family man, as a family woman, is changing how they're showing up in the world. They're not as much in that player energy on that same kind of BS, because that's not the quality of a father. That's not the quality of a mother. Spirit, for group 3, what are their intentions? How are they going to try to win their heart? Okay. All right. So we do have the King of Wands. They are coming at you with a whole lot of passion, and not gonna lie, 8 of Wands, you guys could have a really fun, spicy night together. Like, you know, 8 of Wands is very quick, fast moving energy, and the King of Wands is the king of that quick, fast moving, sacral chakra based energy. So for some of you, you could get out that physical tension with this person first and then move forward into something that's more grounded or more romantic once you kind of scratch that itch and get those urges out of your system. King of Wands is someone who's a leader. King of Wands is someone who brings in a lot of fun to open you up. So I feel like this version of them will be quite different. When they're finally breaking their silence and they're taking action towards you, they're showing up in zaddy energy, very fun, exciting, you know, ready to go out, ready to try new things. Like, you know, all the mystery just vanishes and this person is being very direct. So when they're direct, they're direct. When they're fun, they're fun. We got the Devil card here as well, you know, Capricorn energy. So there could be a little bit of danger mixed in with this connection. And I don't mean that in a way that you have to be afraid, but danger in the sense that this person, you know what, let me get my Sharpie because they showing a little bit too much. You know, y'all are doing too much, like doing the most. And YouTube does not like that. Cover up, y'all. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of depends on how you take it because, you know, I feel like for some of you who are more serious, this could be the wrong approach because you got to work up to that level where you can have that kind of fun. Some of you are like, yeah, but this person has been in my energy for a good minute, so I'm cool with going ahead and exercising this energy out. And then we get started, you know, in something more serious. You may be seeing a lot of repeating 9s as well at this time. We got the 9 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Wands upright. So a lot of Wands. This person could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or have either of those placements like in their rising, their Mars, their Venus, someplace you would really notice it. Fire energy, fuego, ready to go, passionate, you know, a lover. We got the 9 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Wands. Not gonna lie, I don't particularly love that energy, but you know, this came out when we're trying to see, okay, how are they gonna be trying to win your heart? So that is their approach. You know, 9 of Pentacles reversed, they're like, I'm not gonna come at group 3 with something too serious. I'm gonna come at them with a whole lot of fun. 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, you know, I want to, but I feel for some of you it may be a bit overwhelming. So we got the 5 of Swords, which can represent conflict, and the Ace of Swords reversed. Some of you are completely closed off to the way that they come through at first. So it's looking like they're likely, for some of you, going to strike out yet again. And then maybe their next time around, they'll get it right. This person wants to get it right with you so bad. They want to see you. They want to connect with you. And they're tired of being in their dreams about this. They want to, you know, move into the 3D and have a real life, real-time connection. They want to hug you, feel you, hold you, be around you. They want to talk to you. They want to date. Spirit, what are their ultimate intentions? Are they really looking for a family? Or to build? We got the Page of Swords, 6 of Pentacles reversed, and the 9 of Swords. Another repeating 9. We got 3 of the 4 9s from the deck so far. So is this person serious? You know, honestly, I did get a little bit of that earlier with the Ace of Swords reversed. It does feel like they don't completely believe in themselves. Honestly, the way they see it is like the ball is in your court. They're going to try to give you the most fun, like, you know, time of your life. I just heard expensive too. They're going to try to give you the most fun, expensive time of your life. And beyond that, the ball will be in your court. That's the best way that they're trying to think like, okay, what would somebody want? Like if they were trying to date, would they want to go out and do something they don't usually get to do, or what? Dang, we just got 4 major arcana cards that came out all together for you. So this is how I see it going down. We got the Magician. That's absolutely them trying to take action, them putting their best foot forward, coming towards you. That's them doing their big one. And then we have the Tower. So that's Spirit blocking their shot and saying, yeah, this is the wrong approach, or let's, you know, kind of crumble this house of cards so that you can build something with much more of a solid foundation. There is a difference between the two of you. You may already know what that is. It could be, like I said, an age gap, or you guys could be in 2 different positions, or you can be in 2 different, like, you know, what would I call that? Like, I don't know, just looks categories, you know, they could be giving 7 on their best day where you're giving, you know, 10 every day, you know, like, listen, it's a little bit of a separation there in the looks department for some of you. Whatever it is, like I said, I feel like it is primarily on their end. They're pedestalizing you so much. But we do have the High Priestess here with the Hangman reverse. So I like that they have persistence. Oh, we did get the final 9. We have the 9 of Swords here that has come out as well. Or did we get... How many did we get? 3 or 4, but we do have another one here. So it's just like, you know, High Priestess, Hangman reverse, even though this person doesn't know exactly what they're doing. And yeah, for a lot of you, they are striking out right away. We got the Hangman reverse. We love Hangman reverse. That's someone who's like, okay, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. And then we also have the High Priestess, which lets me know that on your end, you seem to be like someone who knows how to handle a situation like this, someone who knows how to get out of the mud, you know, when you need to. Page of Swords, I do see that they're gonna try, but that's not giving someone who super believes in themselves, not gonna lie. Page of Swords was a little weak to show up when I'm asking for their intention. They don't fully believe that they're gonna make it to the end goal with you, but they are gonna try. We have the 6 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Swords. So they have a lot of anxiousness and, you know, worry about this. They're not fully convinced that things will work out in their favor. But they are going to try, and I feel like the way that they try may not be that great considering it's kind of triggering a Tower moment. But with that High Priestess, I feel like, you know, if you're open to this person pursuing you, you're going to steer this boat in the right direction. Just prepare. They're coming at you with a whole lot of energy with all those wands that came up before. It's like, my goodness. Spirit. Yeah, and it's like you really like each other. We have love at first bite. That has come up. Oh my God. Then we got devil in angel's clothing. Yeah, this person could have a little spiteful nature, or maybe you could. Either of you could have strong Cap in your chart as well. That's the second like dose of devil symbolism that we're getting here. So some of you could see this person as divine temptation, something that you need to leave alone. Maybe you've learned, okay, when I deal with this kind of person, this happens, and I don't want that outcome. So you're hot, but I'm gonna have to leave you alone. I'm gonna have to, you know, leave you to someone else who, you know, wants that or can handle what you're bringing to the table. Love at first bite, it says immediate connection, desire, and love struck. So the attraction is on 1000 with you. Honestly, if you just want to pursue the attraction, I saw that kind of right away, some of y'all. So that option will be on the table. And then if you're like, you know what, this is too much for me, you can go ahead and you can go ahead and traverse and get up out of there. Devil in angel's clothing, it says attention seeking, succubus, and narcissistic. Maybe they really do have something going on behind the surface. Not gonna lie, Tower is a bit concerning, especially with that devil card there. Maybe this person is so good at putting up a front, or so good at you know, kind of looking like the victim, or 2 things can be true at one time, where it's like tapping into this energy. It's like, I almost want to feel bad for them. It's like, wow, they see you in such a positive light. They pedestalize you. They're so obsessed with you. Like, my goodness. But maybe the truth of the situation is they know they shouldn't pursue you, because maybe even though they want to build and have you long term, maybe it's like, of course they do. Group 3 is pressure, you know, but maybe they really aren't worthy. It's up to you what you want to do with this one, but I'm not gonna lie, I do see spirit kind of like, blocking them a little bit. That's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, all that stuff is there. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Citrine and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will break their silence and take action towards you. How are they going to try to win your heart? What is their love offer to bring the two of you together? We shall see, we shall see. Spirit for group 4 with the Citrine. Please show us for group 4. Who will break their silence and take action towards group 4? What do they want to say to them? What are they thinking? Okay. So right away, I'm feeling like this could be someone that you know of. Like, haven't dated yet, likely. Maybe some of you have. But... oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, as things go on, there's a bit of a history here, so we shall see. Some of you have a history. All right. Let's see what we got so far. All right, so this is the first card out. It says, let's take this one day at a time. We can get through any differences that we have between each other. So right away, I was picking up that this is looking like more of a situation where you guys haven't connected on a deeper level yet, and there are some ways that you guys may be out of alignment, or some ways where you're different, not out of alignment, but just different. And this person is kind of showing up in a ready and willing energy to work through those differences. Now, the second card said, okay, for some of you, you have a bit of a history or a deeper connection here. This one says, please forgive me. I was wrong for not fighting for our love. I didn't realize how much you meant to me until it was too late. I am seeing this play out specifically. I'm tapping into like someone joking around too much. This won't be the case for everyone, but for some of you, like this person joked around too much and danced around the idea of going on like specifically an official date. So it's like they may have, finessed a hangout here and there, something like casual and lighthearted. But when it came to like hankering down and like doing something that would like really progress you guys into building something, I feel like this person fell through. So that was the way I was seeing it specifically, but there's, many different ways it'll play out for each person in their situation. We did get another card talking about this person kind of talking about the past and feeling like they messed up. This one says, I know I've hurt you in the past, but please forgive me. I was in the wrong and I will do better this time. So I'm getting a 50-50 split. Half of you have dated this person, and this person either fumbled by not being serious enough, or they fumbled by hurting you in some way. Maybe this person got frustrated that you wouldn't play their game, and so they, did something towards you to actually hurt you. And it's like, on your end, you've never actually done something to hurt them. It was just like, okay, I just don't tolerate, certain things. But because this person had that tinge of rejection, they were a bit salty about it and handled it the wrong way. I am picking that up for someone. But 50% of you guys, do have a history with this person and they hurt you. And now they're feeling like, okay, let's work through our differences that we have. I still want to engage in this connection. I still want to be here. Yeah. And the other one was talking about, the card in the middle was talking about, I wish that I would have done something or realized how much you meant to me before it was too late. So you may have given this person an ultimatum, or there may have been like a long period of time where you were dealing with them and they had the opportunity to get it together and they did not. This one, it says, I would drop everything right now just to be with you. You do some things to me. So this person is still feeling very much so infatuated by you, attracted to you. They want to connect with you. They want a chance. And it's just like, really, they got to get out of their own way. Like, they got to get out of their own way. I feel like the only thing blocking them is them. I'm also getting a bit of an energy that this person wants a whole lot of confirmation from you. And it's like, they're moving so like from such fear that they don't even make a big move. Like they don't even do a big gesture to give you something to respond to. It's like they make these micro movements towards you, do something little nice for you. So say you guys were in a weird energy and you like work for each other and both of you showed up, you know, to work at the same time. This person will hold open your door for you like a little micro, that's like a micro movement, you know, a micro show of goodwill, teeny tiny little gesture. And they're expecting you to respond as if they have just paid for a 3-course dinner and picked you up and opened the door and opened up your, you know, pulled out your chair and done the most all night. For some of you, I am picking up that this person wants like a huge return for a minuscule input. This may actually be a problem though. It says communicate. You have to tell me what you want and what you're thinking. I cannot read your mind. How else would I know? So this would be, you know, a part on your end where you could be holding some fault to things not working out mutually if you didn't, you know, if you weren't honest with them about what you were looking for in the beginning, but still kind of expected them to just naturally move in a direction that would benefit you. So say you guys were super casual and fun, but you never communicated like, I'm looking for a long-term relationship, for an example. I see this actually happen quite a lot where people don't say what they actually want, but then they get mad when the person doesn't treat them a certain way. So it's like, okay, so you do have a want. So admit it, you know, admit it to this person, at least admit it to yourself so you can kind of work on it. But I see people getting stuck in that loop a lot. So that may be a way that you kind of hold responsibility here. Other than that, I'm seeing that for the most part, this person messed up, you know, or took things too far. And they're trying to take responsibility for that. Spirit for group 4. Who will break their silence and take action? Oh, we got liquid courage. So that may be the way or the reason that they're inspired to come towards you. They may get a bit of that liquid courage, okay? And be turned up, ready to take some action. You know, I feel like, okay, so first of all, we have divine timing and divine intervention. 2 cards talking about the divine, higher power, higher level, you know, spirit guides, spirit kind of thing. Divine timing, it says wrong timing, stalemate, perfect timing, and waiting. So I feel like spirit is divinely, you know, intervening in this situation because the 2 of you are kind of getting stuck in a loop here. Both of you have justifiable reasons to hold yourself back. And spirit's kind of looking down, you know, at you guys like, look at them, just kind of, you know, running themselves into the same circle. There's a mutual attraction. There's attraction on both ends, but for whatever reason, you know, we still end up stuck in this loop or we end up stuck not making progress. So we're going to have to break through this energy. Let's go. Spirits, that's what spirit's on. Spirit's like, all right. Enough of this cycle, enough of this circle. You know, let me divinely intervene. Divine intervention says serendipity, catalyst, supernatural, and karma. So I see spirit bringing you back together. I actually had a friend who had a divine intervention by like some crazy catalyst that happened. She ended up losing her brother, and that was actually how her and her ex ended up talking again. The ex finally reached out after that catastrophic event. I wouldn't say that's the perfect example. I don't ever want to believe like, oh, spirit would make something like that traumatic happen to bring back a couple, but there are external circumstances that can stir your heart and change your heart and bring you towards someone, but you don't want things to get to that extent. So I would say if this is someone you also have feelings for a group for, just reach out. Just go ahead and reach out. There was something that came up about communication, this person not being able to read your mind. So I feel like it's fair to give them the tea. I feel like it's fair to really explain to them, this is how I felt about the past. This is why I couldn't open up. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I want, so that they know. And then it's like, okay, if they fumble after that point, it's like, okay, you're basically choosing to. Now we do have toxic relationship and third party. There's not very much you can do with, especially the third party energy. So if there's a third party situation, that's going to have to get closed if not already. Let me see what this is about. Spirit, what is this third party about? Okay, so right away, 7 of Cups flying out the deck. This person has other options, or you have other options, and this keeps you from each other. This keeps you guys in a toxic state because it's like, I don't got to deal with your BS. Communicate for why? Why would I communicate and, you know, waste all my energy communicating with this person who, you know, they have other options and they're not fully committed anyways? You know, not gonna lie, this feels like two people who are very similar. I feel like you guys have a lot of similarities. Or both of you have your own kind of pitfalls, because I'm seeing the same thing between the two of you, but just in different ways. Like, you know, you both have your own reservations. For an example, one of you could be very physically attractive. So it's like, why would I, you know, go out of my way to communicate? Like, you know, if they want this, they're gonna have to work for it. Whereas the other one of you may have money. So it's like, you know, you feel valuable. You're like, what? I don't need a relationship. I can make, you know, my life good on my own. And then with this, you know, toxic energy, your toxic quality may be a lack of communication. Their toxic quality may be taking too long and playing around to the point where, like, okay, it's not a joke anymore. This is actually hurting me and I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, both of you guys get in your own way, and I feel like this situation needs a tower moment. I feel like Spirit needs to come in and just trash the whole situation, tear it down so you guys can start completely over. And we did get, you know, divine intervention, talking, kind of hinting at that, talking about a catalyst coming in and, you know, transforming the situation. But it's just, the thing is with that is it can be like more dramatic and aggressive when it has to come from the higher realms. It's better if you can kind of handle it yourself. Yeah, I don't see this person being able to come towards you on their own or make it happen on their own. We have the Judgment card here. Spirit is intervening and helping the situation along. I'm not really seeing the two of you being able to make it work just off your own strength, because you both kind of just end up getting stuck in, well, why should I have to, or this or that. We got the King of Wands reversed. That's like an energy of them being also a little weak when it comes to their passions. You know, I just remembered I was tapping into the third party card specifically when I was, you know, pulling these tarot cards. That's not what I want to see. King of Wands reverse can be someone who is specifically physically undisciplined. You know what I mean? You know, someone who, oh, we have the hookup card. Maybe that was the first time you guys met each other and it's like, now we're trying to make a relationship work and they want to stay in the hookup phase. Not gonna lie, this person needs physical. Their love language could be physical touch, or they often need that physical connection to feel like really connected to someone. So if that's the case, you guys could be stuck in this physical loop where, if that's you too, like if you're really mirroring each other, it's like, yeah, listen, I'm always down. So then there's like no one saying no. Ugh, my goodness, it's all over the place. I'm feeling a bit of this person being physically undisciplined. And then I'm also getting that you guys get stuck in this physical loop where it's just like, okay, every time we meet, it's just like a round of applause. Just, that's all you hear in the room. Because y'all just, you know, can't stop with the physical. The physical attraction is too strong. You can't help it. We got mystery and liquid courage. So I feel like this person is going to randomly end up hitting you up. Likely, you know, liquid courage when they're a little sauced and they're feeling good and they're feeling confident. But the way that this situation will turn out, it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that it'll turn out either way. Spirit, what are their intentions? What do they want in their heart of hearts from this situation? Okay, so we got the Star card here, which is wish fulfillment, and then we also have the Eight of Cups. Oh my goodness, they're so triggered. I feel like they equally want to separate from you as they want to be with you. And you make them vulnerable and you trigger them. That is why they want to, Eight of Cups, walk away. It's like they can't control their attraction. On one end, they feel really attracted. They want to talk to you, be with you, connect with you. They want you. And then on the other end, they also feel very triggered by you. And both of you are very similar. You may be the kind of person who will pull a them on them. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, I can do that too. You want to play? I'm not the bigger person. So you're going to have to find out. Like, F around and find out. Spirit, how are they going to try to win group 4's heart? Okay. So we got the Nine of Wands reversed. I feel like they're taking more of a casual approach. I also feel that they're taking a less serious approach. Yeah, exactly. Like Sun card, more fun and lighthearted. Nine of Wands can be an energy of like feeling very tired and feeling overwhelmed. So with that showing up reverse with the Sun card, their approach is trying to have fun. The problem is this would be a good thing in any other situation, but in a situation when you're dealing with someone who's not been super serious up until this point, for you, you could read it totally wrong. In another situation with another circumstance, you could totally get their approach. Like, okay, we've been arguing or we haven't been seeing eye to eye. Yeah, let's just do something fun. Let's go to the summer carnival or let's go to the activity. Let's do this. Let's do that. But when things have already been awkward or uncomfortable or just not good, not seeing eye to eye, you're not, and like specifically this person has been inconsistent. You're taking this like, okay, you're doing the same old, we got the Three of Wands that came out before. That was the last card that came out when I was tapping more into how they're going to be trying to win your heart. Honestly, I don't feel like this person has a game plan. I feel like they're going to come in and they're going to try to have fun and they're going to honestly kind of come in like nothing ever happened and like nothing is wrong. And I feel like you're reading that the wrong way because it's just like, time and place. It's a bit inappropriate for this situation. Like if we were a great couple, always seeing eye to eye, always having a great time, and we have a little tiff at lunch time, and then you finally come home and, you got a little funny gift for me, then it's like, okay, I can laugh, I can be kissy, whatever. But when you stay on BS, and it's always been BS, and then you come to me with some goofy gift, that could be a bit triggering. So some of you are triggered by it. Yeah, Spirit's going to have to come in and divinely intervene. And we did get the Judgment card, which is exactly that. Ten of Wands with the Eight of Wands reverse. Spirit is clearly saying, first of all, there's so many wands coming out. This person could be a fire sign, or you could, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So much fire coming out, so much sacral chakra energy, so much like physical attraction. But we got the Eight of Wands reverse and the Ten of Wands. So Spirit's like, it's not going to help for you to connect like just on a physical level. And it's not going to help for you guys to immediately go into play mode. So I see that Spirit may even bring in a period of separation for the two of you. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, more wands, my goodness. Spirit may bring in a separation, and Ten of Wands is like a big cycle clearing moment. That's like, okay, we're going to clear the energy and then we can, move back closer together once the previous energy is cleared. I feel like that's how Spirit's going to help the situation along, by divinely intervening, causing some separation, causing some ascension during that time so you guys can, so say your thing is communication, so you can get some better communication skills, or at least decide what you want to say and really stand on business for what you want in a relationship. And then if they've been super playful, this could be like an energy of them finally coming towards you in a serious tone, in a serious mood, ready to have a serious conversation about what are we going to do moving forward? How are we going to move? But serious, not just, ooh, fairy tales, imagination, but like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. We have next chapter. Oh, it says someone new approaching, a new energy and a new phase of life begins. So not going to lie, some of you may be moving on to the next chapter, kind of, throwing this connection with this person to the wayside and saying, you know what, it's just too much to do with them. They're, not trying to match my energy or meet me eye to eye. So I'm going to go ahead and move in a new direction. But for some of you, next chapter will be about moving into the next chapter of the book between you and this person. And hopefully we can have a much better chapter and chapters moving forward. Match made, it says strong chemistry, instant spark, and common interest. Yeah, that's what I got here as well. Like so much, Wands also has to do a lot with like creativity and creative pursuits. So this person likely inspires you creatively in some way, or, vice versa. They could be inspired by you, feeling like you're really killing it, making good money, or being really creative, feeling like you're really cool. So I feel like you guys do have like a strong chemistry. That also, of course, would talk about your physical connection. So that is there. But we're kind of opening a new chapter so we can go focus on all the areas that we haven't really given as much attention to, so that you guys can build a solid foundation and then like move forward into something bigger, something better. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.